With me is my colleague.
My name is Rachel Maina from Metropole CRB. We are here to talk about Metropole CRB one-on-one. Basically, we'll be discussing about your credit score. As you know, right now, mainly that's what we'll be discussing, or rather, that's what is used. And as our president said, mostly your credit score is what will be used when you're trying to access your loan from any lender, any mortgage, any credit card loan. Yes.
Speaking about it, we are basically going to be speaking about a credit score. I believe you've been receiving calls from our call center. You've been
Yeah,
asked
that's
what
true.
matters about. Does it matter to have a low credit score or a high credit score?
Yeah, that's true.
Today we are going to educate you on that. Today our credit score ranges are usually from 200 to 900. If I may ask, what is a credit score?
So basically, a credit score is a prediction of your credit behavior. So
Yes.
mostly, your credit score is determined by your performance on how you take your loans, how well you repay them, or how late you pay your loans. So basically, how your score is rated depends with your history. So with a good score, that means that your credit performance or your credit loan repayment is well paid. So when you have a very low score, and for Metropole, we base our default history or low credit score from 400 downwards.
That is 200 to 400. We
Yes,
basically have a credit range of 200 to 900. 200 to 400 is based as poor. 400 to 680
that's a
is
good
a
score.
good score.
Yeah.
And then anything above 600 is, of course, an excellent score, which means yes, you're subject to a lender easily giving you a loan, and also your interest rate is basically down. So, what I'd prompt to educate people today is you'll get a client who's calling and is asking us, why is it that I'm not being given a loan because I'm being told my credit score is low? So, what I will tell you today is even if you have a credit score of 200, you are subject to be given a loan. But if with that credit score, yes, you will be given a loan, but your interest rate will be a little bit higher
Oh, yeah.
compared to that one whose credit score is
Is
at
about.
800.
Yeah, that's true.
Tell me, what do you think? Why would a credit score get to 200?
So,
Why would someone be at 600?
so probably the reason why your score will go below up to 200 is because you took a loan and was late in making payment for more than 90 days. That is, normally when you take a loan, you're given a period on which you're supposed to make payment. Then you surpass that period to more than 3 months again. That is now the 90 days. Then you're subjected to a default, which means your credit score drastically drops. Now, on that case, you have 200 that is ranging from 200 to 400, which is a
Yes,
default that
yes,
is recorded on your credit report.
yes,
So, mainly when you have a loan that you've paid, sometimes when you've paid a loan, maybe your lender has not subjected or has not submitted your updates,
true.
which means on your report it's still counting that you have days in arrear,
Yes,
leading to a default.
yes,
Your credit score still goes or remains at a default that is between 200 to 400. And sometimes you took a loan, probably forgot
yes,
that you have the same loan, which means you, on your end or at where you are, you're not even sure you have a loan, or probably when now you want to take another loan,
yeah,
you go to the bank and they tell you that so and so you can get. So let's give an example with you, my friend here, Jeff.
yes,
Jeff, this is what your report says. You cannot get a loan because you have a default.
yes,
And you call us. You are like, my CRB report, or rather,
yes,
I've gone to take a report from my bank and they've told me my credit score is at default or is poor.
true,
But then you do not know why. So
yeah,
that is where we advise our clients or our customers to call in and request for a credit report.
yeah,
Inside the credit report, we get your credit score and your
which is
credit
true,
performance,
yes.
which now shows which of your loans have an issue.
Just to clarify, for those who are asking what is default, this just simply means late payment of your loans.
Yeah.
You are probably supposed to pay your loan on the 15th of September, which is today. Any day after 15th of September is a late payment because this was an agreement that you did between you, the client, and your lender or your lending facility, may it be a mobile loan or a salary advance or any other loan from any other facility. So it will begin calculating from the deadline
Yeah,
of when you are supposed to repay your loan.
that's true.
So what we usually advise people is, I believe it is best to communicate to your lending institution if you'd probably see that maybe you're not able to make that payment or
The
as per
agreed
agreed,
date. Yeah.
the agreed date. I believe they will tend to understand, of which will make you avoid your default status, your late payment, and the lowering of your credit score. When you pay your loan, if, for example, your score is at 230, it will not immediately rise. It will gradually rise
Yeah, that's true.
from 230, and this happens when anything moving forward after when you've paid your loan, you now begin paying your loans in due time, or maybe earlier as per before the communicated date. Now your credit score rises gradually. Next to your credit report, for those who have not seen a credit report, it basically looks like this. Right next here is what we call a PPI range. This goes hand in hand with your credit score. The higher the PPI range, the lower the chances of you getting a loan, because it means you have risked or you have defaulted a couple of lending facilities in your report. The lower the credit score, the higher the chances of getting any lending facility.
Yeah.
So from M1 to M3 is a good PPI range. Anything above that is a risk to the lender, which they usually focus on
Yeah,
when
that's
they're trying to give you a loan.
So if I may ask, I've been getting calls.
Yes.
I'm not sure if you've been getting the same. Someone calls in and said, I got my report,
Yes.
but I'm not sure
Yes.
about my score. Or
Yes.
how did you end up creating this score?
Yes. So what happens when we are creating a score? This basically all depends on solely how you pay your loans in time or how you furnish your loans as per the agreement that you have between you and your lending institution.
Yeah, that's true.
If you make your payment in time, of course, your credit score will gradually grow to the maximum that it can. I'm not sure. Have you ever had of a score over 900 out of 900?
No, not really. The highest I've got is around 810.
810?
That's what I've seen the highest, which is based on excellent.
Yes.
Which means that person who takes loan and timely pays them correctly. So let's say if you're given a loan today is on 15th of September, your due date is around 15th of October.
Yes.
On that same day you paid, or before 15th
Yes.
you paid,
Yes.
and your account is updated within 48 working hours, that is the
Yes.
same period. So that means your account is updated within the same range of payment,
Yes.
which now gradually improves your credit score perfectly.
Yes.
Yes. So something else I'd like to know, or we would like to share,
Yes.
is how do I improve my credit score?
Yeah.
How do I ensure that my credit score doesn't go below 400? Or rather, how do I ensure that anytime I want to take a loan from my lender,
Yes.
that my credit score is perfect?
Yes.
So would you mind?
Number one, of course, is pay your loans in time and fully repay your loans in time. There's an option of partial, yes, but at least if it is partial, make sure by the date agreed, the loan is complete.
Yeah, that's true. Something else I'd like to say is constantly review your credit report. So ensure that any time that you have your credit report, confirm I paid my loan this period of time. Was the loan updated? Which means on your report, that specific lender and that current loan balance reads zero, which means that any time that you paid your loan, kindly ensure that you confirm from your current credit report. So you can call us, confirm from your report whether you have, or rather whether your lender has sent us an update, which means that if your lender has submitted as your loan,
Yes.
then we have the correct information
Yes.
and your account is updated. Which
Yes.
means now from there you're maintaining your score or you're improving your score.
Yes.
Which now avoids you from going back to default.
Yes.
Also, it's advised that you getting a CLB certificate also helps, which means one, it keeps you at peace,
Yes.
which you know that I repaid my loan and I'm cleared from CRB.
True.
Now I have a CRB certificate.
Yeah.
Now that keeps your mind at ease that anytime you're going to get a loan, you're confident about getting that loan.
Which is valid until, yes, it assists you, but
Yeah,
for as long as you do not default.
again.
If you default, if you pay for your certificate today, you get your loan today. You default this loan a month after, I believe that means your certificate is null and void.
That's true.
Another tactic is to avoid bad credit building tactics. What do I mean here? You're most likely working with KCB or as a bank X or a certain bank.
Yes.
You have a loan of probably 1 million. You get halfway, you see you're unable to furnish this loan.
Yes.
You go to another bank that you use, tell them to get a buy-off, of which they'll buy it off. Then you start again building another loan with this one. The moment lenders notice such kind of behavior, it means that
true.
you do not have a fortified plan on how you will be repaying your loans in time. You're depending on other institutions to pay back your loans, which means you wasted the
A
cash you were
very
given.
good chance. Because it means that if bank X give you a loan,
Yeah,
they know that their payment period is a certain period. So
True.
probably you took a mortgage, you have up to around 5 years to make payment.
True.
Then you're halfway in making that payment.
True.
Then you realize I'm not able to make. So let me
Complete.
go find somewhere else
Yeah.
to repay this.
Yeah.
Now, which means if bank X
notices.
notices about that,
Yes.
then the next time you have such an issue, or you want an emergency loan,
True.
are you sure that person will give you that loan?
They will not.
They'll start questioning as to why, which means sometimes when you're unable to pay, you can talk to your lender.
Or rather, if they will give you, your interest rate will be super high.
High, yeah, that's true. Which also means that with a good credit score, your chances of getting your loan is high
Yes.
with low interest rates.
True. Yeah.
With a low credit score,
True.
your chances of getting that loan is low with a high interest rate.
It's true.
So basically, a credit score is very important on accessing any loan, whether it's a mortgage, credit card, or a loan that you have to put on security. Your credit score is the main key.
So here at Metropole, we personally advise people to at least try and check your credit report 2 to 3 times, 2 to 3 times after every 3 months, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Our credit report is actually 250 shillings. You can get it on
Our websites.
our website.
Yes,
There's a short code, which is a USSD,
Yes.
star 433 hash, for
Yes.
those who do not have smartphones, of course.
Yes.
And you can also do that by calling us in
Yes.
on 07.
0709 834 000.
Our team is also active online. We have a WhatsApp channel on 0704.
723 666. We also have our Facebook live chats. We also have our Facebook live chats they have Metropole CRB one-on-one, which is always held on Friday from 11 to 11:30 a.m. We also have any other live chat, which is Metropole CRB. You also get to answer all your questions that you have there. We also have another platform,
Yes,
which you can email us
true.
on
www.metropole.co.ke. What I'd advise you, dear listeners, who are also our clients, for the first credit report that you get, that is upon registration, it is free.
Yeah, that's
Secondly,
true.
you actually get one free annual credit report that is once per year.
Yeah.
If anything above that, the report is 250. We also offer other services.
Yes.
You get to know your CRB status at 50 shillings.
Yes, you get to know your credit score at 150. No, Don't forget, that's the main point. Get to know your credit score. And knowing your credit score is not only enough, but knowing how did I end up having such a credit score, which means getting the full, well-detailed, comprehended credit report is the most important thing as well. So we also have, almost forgot to mention, we have our Cristobal app.
Yes, we have the online, the Cristobal application,
Yes.
which is metropole.co.ke
Yes.
Cristobal.
Cristobal app.
Yes.
So don't also forget, if you're somewhere seated, you have an email address. You can also send us an email at info@metropole. We're also going to answer all your questions.
Don't forget to join us on the 25th to the 1st of September. We'll be at the Nairobi Showgrounds, which is at Jamhuri. We also actually make our steps on Metropole CRB Mtani.
Yes, we go to CRB Sokoni. If you want us to come visit your area where you say, I really need to understand what it is like, or how do I get to know my credit status, you can come visit us, or rather, you can also call us or send us a message. We'll come visit your area personally.
We are actually worldwide, not worldwide, countrywide. Sorry, people usually call us and ask us. I'm in Mombasa. Where will I go?
Yes.
We have our Huduma centers. One thing that I will advise you, my dear clients, the Huduma centers, yes, are part of our regional offices. We also have our regional offices in
Yes,
Kisumu,
yes.
Nakuru, Mombasa. I will advise my clients. We have received calls of people saying, I gave someone 2,000 shillings
Yeah.
to process my report. I
Yeah.
gave someone 5,000 shillings to
Yeah.
process my credit
Yeah, I've
score.
received the same.
Never make payments. We do not make cash payments here at Metropole. We actually use a pay bill.
Yes, which is one pay bill, 186644.
The account number
Is your ID number. So if you do not have that kind of procedure and you've been told that you're making payment to Metropole CRB, that is the only procedure we have for you to get accredited, either credit report or a CRB certificate, which also when you get it, you can scan it to know where and how safe is that. So what you can do, ensure that you have that procedure. You've walked into a Huduma center, someone told you you pay in cash. It's not allowed. You can pay via that pay bill. That is the main thing. Ensure that you're using that pay bill so that you can get so that you can know that your services are from Metropole.
What do we say? Metropole CRB, we're here to empower people.
Yes.
We're not here to close down, as people tend to think.
Yeah, that's true.
Kindly feel free to reach out to us so that you can get to know your status. Let it not be when you're getting an emergency loan or something, is when you remember, oh my God, I need to check my CRB status.
Yeah.
Let it be a current behavior.
Yeah, let it not be a last minute thing that I went to a lender and they told me I'm not able to access a loan.
Yeah.
So that's now when you're rushing to know your credit report. So before going to get a loan anywhere, ensure you're confident enough to walk in that bank. I know my credit score is excellent, so
Yeah.
I'm ready for that loan.
True. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to join us every Friday at 11 to 11:30. My name is Jeffrey Njogu.
And my name is Rachel, and have a super September. And here in Metropole, you're very much welcome.
Thank you for joining us and have a good day.
It's your